Hi there, it's Kevin with Gathering Matches with match number 1 with the Restore Balance. I'm not sure if this is a keepable hand. We have a bunch of border posts. We actually don't have a suspend card, but I'm thinking we can draw into it. We have 8 suspend cards we can draw into. We have a bunch of border posts. We have all the right mana. We don't have white. So I think we just go get a white source with the Arid Mesa and keep this hand. We have the Simian Spirit Guide. We'll get the Ajani out quicker. And it's not a first turn Thoughtseize. First turn Thoughtseize wouldn't be the greatest versus this hand though. So we have the Arid Mesa. We'll crack it. Just go get a basic Plains because the Simian Spirit Guide can add the mana that we need. I think that right here we'll just go. We need to red source, green source is probably the better one. So let's go the Firewild. And then pass the turn. And we'll do the same next turn for another border post. And it's going to be a Bitter Blossom, which is actually really good against us. It gives him that longevity. Tokens is going to be a deck that a second turn Bitter Blossom is going to be hard to deal with the Restore Balance. Another border post, which is not what we wanted to see. I guess we'll bounce another land, and I could just Simian Spirit Guide and get another card, and then yeah, that might actually be better, just to cast a Simian Spirit Guide right now to get another border post, because then we can have a Ajani Vengeant out, which can tap down something, but then it leaves Ajani Vengeant kind of vulnerable, but then it slows him down. I think we do that. Well, maybe not. Maybe that wasn't the right line of play. We can draw into a basic land, though, for Ajani's. Or just start casting the other border posts. Tangible Virtue is good here too. It just this again is gonna be a weird hand to try to deal with. We do gotta kill this rogue. No, we don't, because it comes into play tap. So I think that we just continue to don't worry about lands coming out. I'm gonna put out another border post. Probably the red one. Yeah, we'll go with another red one. Just cast it. And still haven't hit a suspend card. I think the Bitter Blossom is going to be our inevitable doom. It's also good versus Emrakul, and it means that we can't really get Emrakul. It's going to take a while. We need both Nahiri and Ajani, I think. I do want our opponent to overextend. He doesn't need to. He just needs to attack him with fairies. Especially, well, if he unloads his hand too, it's kind of awkward for us. But now we can start playing 2 border posts per turn. Soren is incredibly good versus us as well. So this is going to be one of those matchups where the Restore Balance isn't the greatest answer. Because the Ajani is terrible here, and we drew into an island. So I think we just island, and yeah, we can still get another one, so we'll if we get a suspend trigger, we'll be in okay shape. Or a suspend card. Blood Moon will be pretty decent too. I'll bring in the Blood Moons. And the Beast. Beast Within will be very good. Fortunately, draw another one. Am I just dead next turn? Not quite. But I'd have to use Ajani Vengeant and then have him attack in, which I don't think is the right line of play. But it's just to save ourselves. Yeah, this is, it was Sorin too. I think we just have to hit Sorin actually with Ajani. So we need like a beast within. But again, just the Bitter Blossom Sorin combos. He's holding up all his cards in hand. They'll get discarded, is the good news. But it's just going to be that renewable resource of Bitter Blossom. Discarding a Lingering Souls might be kind of awkward too because you can just cast it back. Plus with the Sorin out, Sorin gives everything. See where he attacks. He should kill one into Ajani. Yeah, and the rest into me. Ghostly Prison would have been a good card to bring in versus this matchup if we had it. So basically just have to top deck into a suspend. And if not, I think that we're just dead anyway. Yeah, it's another border post. We drew into all the border posts. Not one of our suspend cards in 14 cards. No, 20. Yeah, 14 cards. So that was a little bit awkward. We'll go on to the sideboard. I don't need like Leyline of the Void. Firespout's okay. I just think that what we bring in here is just Beast Within and Blood Moons. I'm not even sure like Greater Gargadon is the best thing versus this deck. I think I'm just gonna get rid of the Greater Gargadons here, and because it's just something that he can. We probably need to at least put in one as a threat, as an alternate threat. Because if not, I just don't have any other way to. Yeah, so one needs to come in. Blood Moons are exceptional. The Beast Withins are good. Vengeance is still good. No, I think we have to just get rid of. No, I'm going to go all in on the Emrakul. Greater Gargadon still doesn't. With Path to Exile, a thing that he could easily just leave in, I think it's just too vulnerable. I could bring in Leyline of Sanctities. I don't think that that's the right route to go. I don't have the greatest experience with this deck. It's been like 2 years since I played it, so I'm sure I'm going to muff up pretty bad with some of my options. I think Beast Within is my saving grace with this deck. So yes, I like to play first. And we do have the Ardent Plea. We do have the mana to cast it. We have the Nahiri, so this is great. Good news against Restore Balance is you can actually mulligan pretty significantly. We have double Ardent Plea, though, so we're not vulnerable to, like, Thoughtseize. See if he gets a basic. See if he actually... Yeah, okay, so he does respect the Blood Moon. I think if he Thoughtseizes here, he takes... Oh, okay, so does Inquisitions. Inquisition's actually not the worst card for us, because he can't get the Nahiri. He should take this Borderpost, the Firewild. Takes an Ardent Plea, so he must have another Thoughtseize. We drew another Ardent. So this is just... I want to get the Firewild out here. White, blue. Do I need my other blue source, though? Green. I want a red source. This is the white source here. So yeah, I don't need another blue source. So see if he rips out my hand again with like another Inquisition or Thoughtseize. Duress. Yeah, Leylines have to come in if he even has duresses. Because this just makes all these cards dead. So that was a misstep by me. Possibly just not even worry about Blood Moon. Just go to like a 1 of Blood Moon. Well, he successfully rips everything out. I wonder if Nahiri's just going to happen, though. See if he's got the... Oh my goodness. Well, that's a way to win the game. But we're both just like grasping it at what we can actually draw into. You ripped out everything. All right. So here I think we just start. We'll cast both of them. But even like a Sorin is just rough here. Or a Spectral Processions. It's not the worst thing that could happen because we can draw into another card. We still want to keep our lands, our count way down, so I'll continue to do. Maybe I should have just kept in like a March of Machines. And unfortunately, we are drawing into garbage now. Even Nahiri wouldn't be the greatest thing. It would help dig. So maybe I should keep some of these in my hand. I think I will. We can cast this. I think Nahiri, we still have a discard outlet. And he's smartly just going to keep up ways to recover. Well, I think that maybe he should just run everything out because I kill all of his lands if I get into another. And there's the Violent Outburst. I actually should have. I'll wait one more turn. We'll drop everything. I'm not in any hurry here. This actually allows both to happen. Because of red, green. Yes. So red, white, and then 2 others. This doesn't matter. And this doesn't matter. And we'll Ajani. Just tapped on a spirit because now I want to like force him out a Sorin to try to kill or something like that, and then we can Violent Outburst. Actually, let's do it on his draw step. Yes. Yep. That's the right time to play this. So it cascades all the way to the Restore Balance, kills all of his creatures, and gets rid of his hand too. Oh geez, I forgot to get rid of planes. Yep, I should have. It's fine. He's left with 1. So I shouldn't have played the plains, bounced back the plains or something. So he is left with 1 land, but we're in great shape. There's an Ardent Plea too that can... And he kept in a bunch of lands too in his hand. He draws in like Inquisitions and things like that. He's got a target now, but he's got a lot of dead cards. And there's the concession. So Leylines need to absolutely come in if he's going to bring that much hate in. And maybe I just need to go down. Like, it's Ajani Vengeant do a terrible amount. Same with Nahiri. I think they're actually more vulnerable. I mean, I do want to hit them eventually, but I want to be able to protect my hand much more. And I think Blood Moon, I think I'm just going to go down. He's playing around Blood Moon. I think I'm going to just go 3-1. Or I could just plain get rid of the Simian Spirit Guides. Do I need to ramp into anything particular? I think I'm just going to take out a Simian Spirit Guide, go back up in the Ajani, 2 Ajanis and 3 Nahiris. And this gives us a little more. Firespout is something I could absolutely bring in, just to control that early aggression and then have some game for later on. But I don't think that's going to be the way that I win this. So yeah, we'll play this list. I don't know. Maybe the Simian Spirit Guide Blood Moon for a second turn is the right line of play. We're going to mulligan this. We have so many lands in our hand and we don't need any of it. I mean, we can cast that Nahiri quick, but I don't think that's the right route to go. This has to be mulliganed too. This has to be mulliganed as well. And we'll unfortunately keep this. So maybe I should have kept the first one. We'll bottom the Borderpost, but this is not a good hand. We need just the 1 land in hand on the second and third mulligans, and Inquisition will take care of the Borderpost. Didn't find a Leyline in any of those mulligans, which is sad. And now we are left with drawing into a land, which is no good. Even a Borderpost would be better. But he just needs to put Bitter Blossom out here and just win. Yep, there we go. There's a Beast Within. We do have action for the Bitter Blossom. And we can't, though, we can cast Ardent Plea. We can't cast the... We need a green source. Wimbrous Heights. I'd be okay with drawing into a Blood Moon here. We'll keep him off. Problem is we can't, like, our own... Oh, geez, now double Bitter Blossom. Well, that's a thing. I could Beast Within one of them, or Beast Within his black source. But that leaves him back with a 3/3 attacker. I don't think that's the right route. I think we just Borderpost. What's the weakest land here? Blue one? I think that has to be Beast Within. Yep, so we're gonna... Oh, geez. That was bad. That had a green source there. Whoops. He still gets rid of Beast Within. I don't think there was anything to beat this anyway. He would have taken the Beast Within. We have a Simian Spirit Guide. I was thinking I had a green source untapped there. Maybe I should look at my my Borderpost that is tapped. Yeah, we just have like basically one turn to draw into, or a few turns to draw into the Restore Balance, and then Restore Balance I don't even think it's going to get us there. So Bitter Blossoms are real key to this matchup. Drawing into that Leyline opening hand, of course, would have been really good. See if he's got a pump spell like a Zealous Persecution. Oh, he's got the Windbrisk Heights, yeah. Which is going to have a Sorin. And even if we draw into it, I think Sorin will give him back that life. He's just going to go for a 2-2 for lethal next turn. And we miss anyway. So, there we go. Nothing would have mattered there. The mulligans killed us on that game. This deck is a little bit vulnerable to mulligans, especially when we don't get the one land in the hand out of all the 12 lands in our deck. But there's ways around it. There's ways to lock that deck out with the Leyline of Sanctity, of course, would have been very, very relevant. Anyway, we'll go on to the next matchup. This has been Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.